So let's talk about what Amazon's doing, why its Kindle ecosystem kinda sucks, and how you can turn the page on the Kindle chapter of your life. But first, let's turn the page on this segue to our sponsor. But as it looks at the moment, it seems like Amazon is not going to give up on controlling their users with an iron fist, which is unfortunate. And this is an unfortunate segue to our sponsor. Maybe, but it won't be the Flux keyboard because we found some stuff that they claimed that wasn't quite true. But there's still a lot to love here. I mean, look at it. And look at these great new colors of polos available at lttstore.com. And look at this segue to our sponsor. So, if you can see yourself getting more than $500 of extra productivity, or if you just plain need to have that swag on your desk, it does what it says on the tin. If you're quite literally anyone else, it's a little tougher to recommend. But what I can recommend is checking out our sponsor. It's
Scepter, the budget monitor, guys.
But this ain't no monitor, guys. It's a 75-inch TV that they promise delivers resolution at its finest. And we're gonna see what you get and what it's like to use right after we use this segue to our sponsor. Like, watch this. I don't wanna watch this TV anymore. I press one button, it's off. And watch this. You don't wanna watch this YouTube video anymore. I press one button and segue to our sponsor. So let's talk about how retailers are trying to avoid pricing transparency, how this plague is spreading, and what we can do as consumers to push back against it. Starting at this segue to our sponsor. I know that's not a convenient or especially fulfilling solution, but it's what you can do. Another thing you can do is steer your hard-earned money toward businesses that don't participate in these practices. Like, for example, lttstore.com and our sponsor. This thing should pay for itself, though only time will tell if it ends up like our VR Beat Saber rig, which has seen hundreds of hours of play, or if it's going to be yet another Wii balance board. And only time will tell you this message from our sponsor.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, is that hard? Oh boy.
Hopefully, by the next time this thing is featured on camera, we're all gonna be a lot better at it. Just like I'll be better at telling you about our sponsor. And I ended up trying some other distros which addressed some of my issues with Pop! OS, but also ended up being frustrating in their own ways.
But what is even more frustrating is that they aren't letting me be the one.
To segue to our sponsor.
There will be some surprises in the future parts. Part 3 is going to have us do some fun challenges, and then part 4 is going to be the conclusion where we sit down on the couch together and talk about our final thoughts. Oh, and we'll probably also talk about our segue to our sponsor. So here's an idea. If you've got something to say to big tech, maybe watch our video instead and leave your comments there. Unless you want to trash talk Microsoft, who bravely leaves comments enabled. Bold move, Satya. I respect it. Almost as much as I respect our sponsor. And the idea of automating some of life's tediousness sounds great. But I'm gonna be a wee bit skeptical until I actually try it out for myself. Oh, when is that coming, you ask? Later this year, sometime after this segue to our sponsor.
But unfortunately, this is a thing.
But that doesn't mean we can't work on the backyard. The plan today is to tear down that ramshackle shed, fill the pond, do some leveling, figure out a better plan. We've got a whole team of wonderful volunteers to help us today.
But first, we're gonna segue to our sponsor.
We got a bunch of the big plants removed that we don't want, and some that we did want that Alex took away. I saw him carting that Rhodo away. Yep. I wish him luck. I don't think it's gonna live. And we have a plan.
Sure.
And we have this segue to our sponsor. And it turns out that NVIDIA killed this tech for a pretty good reason. But I'm still not gonna be able to sleep until I can see for myself just how close the old Intercontinental Champion can get to the new king. And I also won't sleep until I see how close I can get to our sponsor. More available memory for AI stuff, but I actually doubt that a lot of gamers would be on their side for that. If you guys are interested in any of the parts that we use today, we're gonna have them linked in the video description. And if you look even closely down there, I bet you could even find a segue to our sponsor. And then turn pretty much everything they serve you into a personalized experience. I mean, why search when you can just talk to your AI? Why download an app when you can just have your AI create and deploy one for you? Why Segue when the AI can tell you about our sponsor? Those are both getting price cuts, so you're getting more AI for less. That is, at least for now, because we've all seen how this works. You get the masses hooked, then you dig those claws in and you keep them in your ecosystem forever, and you jack up your prices, just like how I'm jacking up the Segue to our sponsor. All in an effort to dispel the misinformation and trace the path that the Trump T1 phone has followed from the $100 deposit to the delivery that I'm expecting any day now. Just like I'm expecting this Segue to our sponsor.
So it's kind of this small niche thing, and we often get comments on the post being like, why are you still doing this? Like, this doesn't matter. But we also just think it's a bit emblematic of bigger picture stuff going on in the States, going on in the tech industry, and that's kind of why we've stuck at it so hard.
Just like I've stuck at this Segue to our sponsor. I commute to and from work every day on the same predictable straight road. So if this can make my boring commute a little easier, it could be a very compelling value. And so far, it's not going well. I forgot how to use it. I'm just driving manually right now, but I'm sure I'm gonna figure everything out after I figure out how to tell you about our sponsor. I hate to use the T word, but I trust it. It's been shockingly reliable. If Comma AI looks like something you'd like to try, I'll get someone to stick a link to their supported vehicles list down in the description while I segue to our sponsor.
And our tasks range from things that should be dead simple on Windows because we either know it already or because it's easy to figure out,
to ones that would require a bit of tinkering even if we were in a comfortable environment.
So here we go, starting with our first task. Segue to our sponsor.
I just tried to... Well, I clearly couldn't do it. I got Gparted installed. What do you guys think? Is that a point? Oh, man. I mean, I should get to the point, though. I should probably segue at some point to our sponsor.